my True viewers, the thank you through long stop on the Nipa long House and Home. I'm Teresa and I'm so excited to have your company. I hope you all had an amazing weekend and are geared up for another challenging week. Now before we head straight into our lineup, here's a short reminder. We have our new shows like Green Angels and Good Morning PNG, so make sure to watch MTV, keep on watching MTV to get your latest updates. Now moving on to our lineup, we have for you, as usual, we started the show with cooking, and this time we have Chef Ruth, who will be showing us how to prepare the chicken Alfredo. That is a very interesting recipe right there. Moving on, we have shopping with Brian Bell, we have some DIYs, and we wrap up the show with tech people. So without further delay, here now is Cooking with Chef Ruth. Enjoy.
Hi viewers, I'm Chef Ruth. I'll be doing chicken Alfredo. These are our ingredients: fettuccine pasta, chicken cream, chicken breast, Parmesan cheese, butter, and parsley and tomato for garnish. Okay, I'll take the chicken and the butter. I'll go cook off the chicken. We'll heat the fire on. I'm adding a little bit of oil to the pan, and when it's hot, add a teaspoon of butter. Let the butter melt. Okay, when it's getting a little bit brown, okay, you add the chicken one by one. I cut into strips to make the cooking process go faster and easy. Let it cook. When when it turns brown, you turn it around. Something me by adding. Okay, chicken is done. Put it to a side. After you remove the chicken on the side, to the same pan, add a little bit of chicken cream to it. Get a wooden spoon and scrape the sediments from the pot. The rest of the chicken cream, finish it off. Then you add the pasta. one portion. Add some Parmesan cheese to it. When the pasta coats the sauce, it's done, so I have to remove it from the heat and ready to serve. I'm adding the chicken on. Some they toast it with the pasta, but I like it this way, so I put the chicken outside to present it nicely. And I put the garnish on now. This is a local cherry tomato. And garnish it with the parsley. Okay. Just put a dash of Parmesan cheese and it's done. It's ready to eat. Okay, this is chicken Alfredo. See you next time on Haus and Home.
Now, what a way to kickstart the show. That was Chef Ruth showing us how to prepare the chicken Alfredo. Very delicious. I can't wait to try that out. Now, we'll take a quick break. When we come back, we have lots more coming up. Stay watching. Welcome back to the show, everyone. Now, this week on Shopping with Brian Bell, Leon takes us through another awesome range of products that are now available on the shelves. Let's check them out.
Hey, hey, Mr. B.
Welcome to Shopping with Brian Bell, your one-stop TV guide to checking out some of the products and promotions you can find here at Brian Bell. I'm Leon, your one and only host. Now, there are many wonderful products you can find here at Brian Bell. Small appliances, major appliances, furniture, sporting goods, the list goes on, and I'm sure you'd love to use in your day-to-day lives. But purchasing all of these things in one scoop can sometimes break your budget or even leave a big dent in your bank account. So, where am I going with this? In this segment, I'm going to give you some informative insight into a product here at Brian Bell that's often overlooked, and that's customer credit. So let's go and take a look at how customer credit can get you some of these great products from Brian Bell. Brian Bell's customer credit is a great way for you to get products from our home centers on credit basis. Customer credit gives you the option to get your products now and pay in installments over a period of time. And the benefits are simple. You get quality products. The repayments are done over a period of time, making it more affordable, and you acquire goods from Brian Bell Home Centers without breaking your budget. Customer credit from Brian Bell allows you to get quality products and use them as you're paying it off. It's like lay-by, but it's way better. But to be part of this, you must first meet the prerequisites. Prerequisites. Number 1, the applicant's employer must be registered with customer credit here at Brian Bell. Number 2, the applicant must be working for a minimum of 3 years. And the last one is the applicant must be a full-time staff. Casual and part-time staff are not eligible. After that has been satisfied, these are the requirements our CCS team needs from you. Requirements. First requirement, you need 3 of your latest payslips. Second requirement is that you need to provide identification. So whether it's your driver's license, passport ID, or your NID, you need to have that with you when you come in. That's part of the requirements. The third one is you need a letter of employment outlining the following. Date of employment, your current position held, remuneration, and the value of your long service leave entitlements. And lastly, you need a quotation from Brian Bell or partnering organizations. Now, a partnering organization, for example, is Keynote Music House. Please do take special note that quotes that are obtained from any Brian Bell customer service or from any partner organization are valid for 14 days only. Now on to our last phase. After you've ticked off all the requirements, you must understand the customer credit policy. Customer credit policy. There are no deposits required. Minimum accumulated purchase value is 300 kina and can comprise from any items from Brian Bell or partner organizations. Maximum purchase value is determined by the applicant's long service leave entitlements and net pay. Multiple quotes are permitted, subject to applicant's eligibility. Minimum repayment term is 13 fortnights or 6 months. Maximum repayment term is 26 fortnights or 1 year. Applicant's customer credit deduction must not exceed 50% of net pay. Total customer credit purchase value including term charges must not exceed 50% of applicant's long service leave entitlements. First deduction must commence before items are collected or delivered. Cash payment in lieu of first deduction is not permitted. Applicants must provide evidence of first deduction, meaning payslips prior to collection or delivery of the items. Our CCS teams are located across all our home centers nationwide. So that's Kokopo, Mount Hagen, Goroka, Ley Medang, and the 3 home centers here in Port Moresby, Vision City here in Gordons, and at Barocco Plaza. And as if that's not enough, all the products that you get with customer credit from Brian Bell are covered by Brian Bell's warranty, where should there be any product defect or malfunctioning product, we can fix it for you. This just gives you peace of mind that you're purchasing quality, and it gives you value when you shop here at Brian Bell. Now we've come to the end of this segment, and before I let you go, here's a quick recap of what we covered. We saw how easy it is to join customer credit. Also, that customer credit can get you any product from Brian Bell now, and you can pay it off as you go. And how it makes shopping here at Brian Bell more affordable. So there you have it. Customer credit is a great way for you to get products now and use them as you pay for it. It's like lay-by, but way better. Lay-by, you lay the products away and you pay for it until your payment's done, then you can pick it up. But this, you can get it now and pay for it as you go, like I just said. Plus, all the products you get are backed by Brian Bell's warranty. That makes it 100% even better and gives you value when you shop here at Brian Bell. So, always remember, quality products, great services, and great value. That's Brian Bell. Until next time, it's goodbye and God bless.
Hey, hey, Mr. B. Right on, Mr. B.
Now that was Shopping with Brian Bell, featuring some of the awesome products that are now available on the shelves. Now if you'd like to check them out, please drop by at any of their retail stores. We'll take a quick breather. When we come back, we have lots more coming up. Stay tuned. Welcome back to the show. Moving on, we have home decors, and home decors is all about being creative in the comfort of your home. And this time we have Billie Jean with another surprise. I can't wait to show you all that. Here it is.
Hi all you beautiful viewers, welcome to yet another awesome segment of Home Decors. Now for you that don't know, this is a segment where we show you how to be creative with everything that you can find in and around your home. Now for this segment, I will be showing you how to be creative with empty boxes or empty cartons that you easily throw away. What you don't know is they can be turned into beautiful home decorations. Now for this particular project, I will be showing you how to do a wall book holder. So let's get straight into it.
Things you need for this project: an empty box, a spray can, you can use any color of your choice, acrylic paints, wool or laces, paintbrush, and a jar of water.
Now, first of all, what you want to do is get your cutting and cut out the top part. What you want to do next is create holes. You want to do it not really at the bottom, but somewhere in the middle. This is for your laces or your ropes. There we go. So there you have the holes. I'll show you what it's for.
Shake your spray cans 1 to 2 minutes before spraying.
Okay. And then hold the spray can at least 15 to 20 centimeters away from the box. And then you can spray.
After you're done spraying your box, leave it to dry for 15 to 20 minutes. After the box is dry, decor as you please. You can just leave it plain like that. But I am going to add some colors to my box. I'll just spell out the word bookworm.
You can just go anyhow you want. Big, small, as long as it's colorful, that's fine. It depends on how long you want the laces or the ropes to be hanging from the wall. So now and there you go. That's done. Now all you need to do is put some books in there and then just hang them on the wall. I'll show you. And there you have it, everybody. That is one simple yet amazing, awesome DIY for you to try at home. Join me again next time. Bye.
And there you have it. That was Billie Jean showing us another creative and brilliant DIY on home decors. We have Quick Stitch coming up after the break, so don't change that channel. Welcome back to the show, everyone. You're watching House and Home. If you've just joined us, and if this is your first time, thank you so much for your company. This is the 10th episode. Now, moving on, we have Quick Stitch, and I am so delighted to show you what I have prepared. Here it is. Hi, everyone, and thank you so much for joining me on Quick Stitch. Now, Easter is fast approaching, and I have come up with a few tips and ideas on how you can make your own gift bags. That's if you want to save time and money. Here are the props that you will need for this project. The fabric that I've chosen is 18.5 inches by 15 inches. Another separate pieces of red fabric that'll go on both right sides of the bag, which are purposely for the straps to run through. Then we have 2 pieces of straps, a pair of scissors, and the sewing machine. Starting off with the top stitch, you want to fold in at least a 1/2 inch twice, also using a seam allowance of a 1/2 inch. Make sure to start and finish off with a back stitch. Back stitch is purposely to hold the pieces of fabric together so that they don't become loosened. So the same process will also be applied on both sides. Now start by folding on both short ends and sew. Place the first piece on the other side and run a straight stitch on both sides or edges. This will also be applied on the other side of the bag. So this is basically what you should end up with, having your straps on both sides of the bag. Make sure they're sewn onto the right side of the bag. The next step we're doing is to fold, but this time the right sides are facing each other. And what you do is to run a straight stitch on both sides of the bag. So I'm ready to sew the sides of the bag. I'm going to start with the first side, and I'm going to be using a seam allowance of a 1/2 inch. So the next thing I'm going to do is to run a zigzag stitch on both sides. So now that we're done sewing the both sides, the next step is to flip the bag right side out. Make sure you pop out the corners. There you go. The final step is to work on the straps. So let's do this. So for the straps, you're gonna have to fold in from both sides, right into the center, and make another fold. There you go. And sew all the way down. Now this is how the bag should look like. The final step is to apply the straps. So if you don't have a safety pin, you can use a nail, tie it around like this and push through. All the way around. Tie. And see what happens. Just like that. And this is our gift bag for this Easter. Now, if you're looking for tips and ideas on how to make your own gift bag, look no further than Quick Stitch with Haus and Home. Until next time, goodbye. Now that was Quick Stitch with another simple yet amazing DIY. I hope you've learned a thing or two. If you want to catch more of that, keep watching Haus and Home. We'll go for a quick break, but don't leave that seat as we have more for you coming up. Welcome back to the show. Moving on, we have a color story coming up for you. Now, a color story is a segment that will feature individuals that are very skillful and talented, and they use that to make a living. Here it is.
Are you that proud Papua New Guinean who loves to promote your flag or your symbol? Well, today on Color Story, we feature Brendan who does provincial custom-made singlets. So without hesitation, let's go take a look.
My name is Brendan Navugar. I'm a graphic designer by profession. I love what I do because it's a passion. I grew up doing drawings. My grandfather was an artist himself. He did crafts and arts. That's where that's my maternal grandfather, my mom's dad. So from there I learned most of my hobbies and stuff, and it became a passion and it became a job for me. So yeah, it was a passion for me since I was a child. I do graphic designing, so I design most of the stuff and my stuff goes on materials that are embroidered or sublimation or screen printed. First time experience, well, it was challenging at first. I never expected anything. I just had to take a step and then see what's going to happen next. And yeah, it started last year. Actually, the first 3 pieces I created were East New Britain, this New Britain design, the New Island, which I have here, and the Easy Peak, the Easy Peak design. Those were the first 3 pieces I did. My target customers are teenagers, especially in the primary schools and all the way up to adults. Yeah. So the fastest sales for my singlets were the Arab design and the West New Britain ones. They came in on January and within 2 to 3 weeks, they were all gone. Okay, the process of my work, the first and foremost thing I do, I research. If I'm doing a provincial design, I research. I ask questions from people or from that particular province, and then I come up with pictures and elements of designs that I bring to. I work with Illustrator, so I bring to Illustrator, and then I come up with the design. When I'm done with the design, the concept, I show them they're happy with it, and when they're happy with it, I send a proof over to my source, and then they make a sample, they send it back to me. I'm happy with it, and then we just make payment through Western Union or BSP, whatever, and I just wait for my products to come. When I see people wearing my design singlets, I feel a bit proud, yeah, and satisfied that at the end of the day what I did, someone's happy with it. For example, I walked this young fellow that walked past me at Rainbow, and he was wearing this New Island singlet I designed, but he did not know that I did that, and he just passed me by and I just smiled. So I felt really satisfied that someone was happy wearing my design singlets. My biggest accomplishment in regards to these design singlets, it's not really the selling part of it. It was the beginning part of it. I went around China. I asked friends, I asked people how I would go about this, and it was really, really challenging. Some people I knew they were doing this, but they wouldn't give up their trade secrets. So it was very challenging. So long story short, I managed to get a contact in China, and I was really surprised when they replied to my email. So for me, that was, for this design singlets thing, that was the biggest accomplishment. Getting connected with someone that made this thing actually happen. The main challenge I face is sourcing funds to get my stock, and going around meeting customers any place convenient for them. Most of the time I have to go and meet them where they are, or not most of the time. Sometimes I go to their places. So most of the time I go to Vicente City to meet them here. I see myself doing this as a full-time job. Expanding, probably having a shop and providing all the provinces with these design singlets, customized provincial design singlets.
Now that was a color story for this week, a very interesting story right there. Now, if you're someone out there who knows that your friend is a very talented person, or very skillful, and is starting up a business to make a living or inspiring people with the passion that they have, please let us know so that we can feature them on our color story. We'll go for a quick break. When we come back, Tech People is up next. Stay watching. Welcome back to the show, everyone. Now we have for you tech people, and I'm so excited to show you what Planet has prepared. Now here is the all-new tech people. Enjoy.
Hey guys, welcome to an all-new Tech People with me, Kenneth. Now on the show, we will be introducing a new way of doing things. We will have 3 new features, which are Techno, which is me basically giving out information, hacks, and shortcuts about everyday technology. And on Tactics, I will be giving game reviews in 1 minute. And in Tech Feature, I will be featuring any sort of tech that I can get my hands on. So let's get on with the show. On Techno now, we will be looking at phone secrets. So like I know we all, when we're out, we want to keep our phone on longer. So an easy way to do this, an inexpensive way to do this, is by just changing your screensaver to something dark or black. Because, wait, why? Well, when it's dark or black, well, pixels are not being used. Pixels being used use up battery. In fact, when it's black, when pixels are black, they're off. So yeah, that's a really neat way to save power. Next up, you have the grid function. It's in your phone, it's in the camera, and we just look at it and we don't really use it. But guess what? All photography experts use grids when they're taking pictures. Usually they have the most interesting thing of the picture within the intersections of the grids. So if you're an upcoming photographer or you just want to take really nice pictures, use the grids. The next one is a big data saver. I mean, like, you could be using Facebook, but you don't know that in the background there are like 50 other apps open at the same time. And you didn't even know this. And they're all eating your data. They're scanning, they're reading your habits, they're trying to look for new updates. These all are like normal app functions, but they're eating data. So you go into the settings and you turn them off. It will save you loads, trust me. Give it a try. Now, the last one. Like, you wake up, but your phone hasn't been charging. But all is still well because you got like 30 minutes left before you rush out the house. You plug your phone into the charger and turn on the airplane mode and it will charge like double. I tried it. It works really fast. And that's been all for Techno Phone Secrets. Tactics 1 minute review. Tekken 7
will not be outdone.
And so the game it's Tekken. It's a classic, but Tekken 7 got some pretty cool surprises. So like, it's got the normal story, the Mishima Zaibatsu are trying to all kill each other and everyone else has a problem with them. But it got some really nice new added features in its gameplay. It's got Rage Art, which is just you just dishing out huge amounts of damage to your opponents when you have the bar all full up. You have Rage Drive, which is a more tactical approach to it. You got like specific things, specific moves for each character. And the Power Crush, which is basically you powering your way through an opponent's moves and hitting him hard. So it kind of like gives you more of a whole-rounded gameplay experience. Its online features are great. You got tournament modes and versus modes, so like you have to be really good though because you will be ranked. You don't want to be a really bad player and be ranked last. So the new features also include like new stages, new music, and a really cool new slow motion sequence, which is awesome. And it's basically a well-rounded game. So like, it doesn't matter if you're new, you can just get straight in and you'll be fine. But it's got the same old classic tactical stuff for all of the veterans. So yeah, 10 out of 10, it's Tekken, come on. For Tech Feature tonight, we will be looking up some really useful apps. So the first one we'll be seeing is Grammarly. It's a keyboard app, but it doesn't just, help out with your spelling and does that. It actually has grammar and punctuation checks as well. So like you don't have to be in fear when you're trying to post something on social media. It's gonna be okay. So you can send emails and texts all with full confidence. Grammarly. Next one is the Adobe Scan. There are other scanning apps out there, but come on, this is Adobe Scan. I mean, it's Adobe, they're trusted. So like, it's also the simplest to use. You don't even have to press the shutter button. So basically the camera opens, the app itself detects, it scans, it crops, and it adjusts the perspective of the document that you want scanned for you. So like, this is great if you have a CV and they require digital copies. This is excellent for you. Adobe Scan. This last one, I really wish I had learned about it earlier. This is PhotoMath. I mean, whew. This app like literally solves math problems. So you download it, you open it, your camera opens up and there'll be a bar. Make sure the equation that you want solved is within that bar and it will literally just spit out the answer to you. Just like that. I mean, where was this when I was in high school? So the really cool thing about it is it actually gives you the steps of how you got to that answer. So you don't just like go through it with nothing up here, you know. So it's a tool. Use it well. And that's been Tech Feature. Okay guys, that was all for this segment. I hope you all enjoyed it. I did. It was great telling you about things that I know you didn't know about. If you have any ideas for content that you want me to feature, please let me know. Message the House and Home page or like a comment, but address it to me. And yeah, I will try to get to it. Apart from that, it's been great. Thanks for watching and I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.
And that was Tech People with Clenneth, bringing to you the all-new Tech People. Unfortunately, viewers, we've come to the end of our show, but if you'd like to watch this episode again, please visit EMTV Online or visit our Facebook page, like it, comment, let us know what you think and what you'd like to see more of in the coming episodes. Now, on behalf of the entire House and Home team, pleasant viewing. Goodbye.